Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. Um, Here with another video, and really appreciate if you guys could click like on the video. And if you are new, definitely don't forget to click subscribe and click on the bell so you can be notified when I have another video. Now, this video is a warning for those that are in a long in trades. Be careful. As I've been looking through the chart and I noticed these red or pink candles. They're considered to be a very high volume candle. Same thing as right here, this red candle. It was a very high volume. We have also volume increased at the bottom, which indicates that market makers are very heavily involved in the last hour or so in the trade, trying to control what happens next. Due to that, I recommend you guys be very careful what you guys do. If you guys in the trade, just stay safe. And that's not just in Bitcoin. That's look at Doge. Got it. Doge, same thing. They pumped it up, they pulled it back. Look at Algo. Same thing. They pumped it up. The blue and green, they're same thing. Just blue means slightly less volume. The green means more volume. So they pumped it up. They pulled it back. And also they also pulled it right in the middle, creating this M on a 15-minute chart. So please be careful. Algo, literally every coin you go to, you will see this. A pump, pull back. Dent. We had a couple pumps, and then they had a heavy pullback. Bell, a heavy pullback. And I'm looking right here at 15 minutes. So pretty much the way I usually have for you guys in the future to kind of have an understanding what happened, you guys can see the chart time frame. It's a 1 minute, 15 minute, and usually I have here either 4 hour or a daily chart on the left. Same thing. Look at that. Even though there was a fight back from the buyers, from the retail traders, but they have been pushing that down. Same thing, been pushed down. Now, some of you might wonder, how do I get this kind of a chart, so this stuff, so you can see, so I can see the same thing you're seeing in Slavic. So what you actually would do, you would go to indicators, and then you would type in trading reality, and it's the one that has 388. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but that number can slightly fluctuate right and left. I guess that's how many people downloaded it or using it. So trader reality, that's the one you would actually select. Now, when you and will install on your trading view. When it gets installed, you're gonna have actually some issues because the chart is gonna turn very small. So for you to actually make it the way I did, you will have to go to settings and you will have to turn off some of the things. So I turn off any So I left myself a 5 EMA, 13 EMA, and 50 EMA. Those are kind of some of the ones that I like to see, because one thing that I discovered, either EMA will come up to the price, or the price will be pulled back to the 50 EMA. So I like those pretty much, but I turned off pretty much everything else. I turned off 200, I turned off 800. I left the cloud. This is the cloud area. I'm still experiencing a few things with it, but some interesting stuff that you can notice with the 50 EMA cloud. So I left the cloud, but again, then I turned off last day high, last day low. I pretty much turned off a lot of these day open, label, and link, because if I turn these things on, look at that immediately. I just turn on. Look how small that chart immediately became, and a lot of people like, what? How they can get to control it? Then so pretty much turning those things off, the chart becomes a lot more usable. Same thing like that. Look at it. If I turn off the last week low, look at that. That just pushed me who knows where. Then if I choose last week high, just same thing. So those are the ways that you can turn off a lot of the stuff unless you need them, um, to use the charts more conveniently. So then on input, I turned off the EMA label. I'm just gonna scroll, and you guys can kind of see what's on, what's turned off, and you can always go ahead and reset to default and start over if you mess it up. So that's some of the things that I kind of moved around. So that's how I get these candles. So now let's continue down the list. Um, on the ship, they did push it up, but they have not pulled it back. Actually, my interest is in this ESS coin. Yeah, ESS does not have much of movement. Not enough of. Problem is that coin is literally only available on 2 or 3 exchanges, so people don't even know about it. Same thing here. They pushed it up, they pulled it down. Looks like on all coins it's starting to turn around, but my question is, what won't they pull it back again? So just be careful, guys. Be careful. Pull back, pushed up. Look at sushi. How much they pulled the sushi down. So same thing. They pulled it down. They pumped it up in a couple places, and then they pulled it down. Yeah. Just what it is. What did Raven? I know Raven was pumping last couple days, and I guess Raven even slowed down. So one of the other thing that I kind of noticed, Doge. Uh, a lot of these coins have created a double top on a 15, and also if you look on a 4 hour, they came up to double top, and matched to the July 25th. So Doge did that. I know Bitcoin did not. Algo, we having that slanted one. It didn't make it up that high. ADA made it up that high right there, but it actually went up to the July 4th and made that high. Dent outperformed. any high. So with that, we're kind of not sure what to see here. But looks like it's see with this J hook, two things can happen. And as I watch the market, it can push up, hit the 50 EMA, and then suddenly spill over. So don't get excited when you have this when this J looking hook is coming up and shows you signs of it actually recovering. Because all that is, it might be is just needed to come in into that 50 EMA area, and that's where I'm sometimes it never even touches the 50 EMA, it just touches the cloud and spills over. So, but we'll see, I guess, shortly. GTC, and by the way, I didn't realize yesterday was Friday, so today's Saturday. That means on the lake the closest to me that I would go fishing on. Um, and honestly, that's the only one I can afford to go to. The other ones are too far. Is actually a best tournament. So um, that's why there will be so many people, and I didn't decided not to go. So I guess I'll be going on Monday if everything's okay. So GTC Raven, we already got the Raven. Yeah, Raven had some pump, and I came up to this area right here. So I don't want to say anything that might not happen because karma is something that I don't want to deal with. And any single one of you that watches the video and loses the money based on the karma, I'll have to pay for it because if you lose the money because based on my information. And honestly, that is what I'm debating about doing this videos, not doing the videos, because I do not want to be punished with karma. So that is just something that I would love to, guys, help you guys and have you guys make better decisions. But that disclaimer, I can get away from a lawsuit with it, but there's no disclaimer in the world that would actually protect me from karma. Now, look at the ETC, that's Ether Classic. Ether Classic doesn't seem like it made it to its top yet. So there is a possibly a little more pump possible. When I'm saying little, that's where is it? 60, 65. Right now we're at 58, and it can pop on maybe as high as 61.5, 62.5. 60 high would be the highest based on this thing. But yeah, that the classics. Like most of these are graded in AM on top. Let's go back because I've been looking because here I have those that have never made it to the top before yet. Like XRP made its AM, um, but it actually went higher than its last. It's actually trying to right now match. Um, I'll be honest, guys. I need to actually do a little bit more, uh, put in more time into these charts. There, there might be something interesting developing here. Because if we look at Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin, I was trying to match up with this one. Doge came up and matched it up with its high on July 25th. But we start going into some of the coins like XRP, it surpassed its high and it's starting to go into this area, which is becoming interesting. Matic still has a little bit to go to high, but that's already that this area from behind the last low. Guys, I might have something interesting for you guys, but you guys might have to wait for a day or two for me to share with you guys. I need to study more some of the charts and also see what happens the next day. Because the J, as we can see, and I can look at any they're all right now is about the same. The J hook just far past the 50 EMA, which a pullback or the spillover becoming less and less real. Most of the coins have an M built in and has where market makers pushed it up and then pulled it back. Now you have retail traders are pushing it up, but all very common with retail traders actually they usually run out of energy. Look at that. We still have 12 minutes to complete the 15-minute candle. Look at those volumes. I'm not sure if we can get from the retail traders that much of volume as we got from market makers. But let's see. Yeah, GTC is doing the same thing. Man, where is DGB? Okay, we'll get to DGB soon. DGB might tell us something. ETC. Yeah, like I said, ETC did not create an AM. So with ETC, you guys have a possibility of pumping up somewhere into this area. The highest possibly 62.5 to create that AM. If it pumps further, then it's not planning to create that AM as everybody else did. YFI. Same thing with YFI. We do have that M because here it is. It pretty much starts from about right here. That's the leg. That's the middle section. And that's the right leg, which we dropped. And again, we have the market makers were involved in it heavily. They have not did much of a push up other than right here. And I might even start from here. That's where they kind of got involved. Then you had that, well, and that's a big M if you take it from there. But if you look at the history, we have market maker was involved in here, pushed it up. Then we had again a heavy push up of market makers again. Then they start bringing down. So they were interested in something in this area, but right now, as soon as we got to this area, they are pushing it down, and that's on all coins. So definitely, Guys, watch it and be smart. AAVE. Again, a push up. Look at that heavy push up to get us to here. Then they immediately pull us back. And as AVE already are starting the spillover that I've been talking about, they just came back slightly higher than 50 EMA, just past the cloud area, and look at that spillover. And at the beginning of the video, I told you guys how you guys can get these candles on your trading view. So go back, watch the video. BNB, same thing, and look at that spillover. Yeah, pump up, pull back, and we are starting the spillover. Looks like, and it's happening on almost on every coin. Oh, DGB. Let me look at DGB. DGB been ahead of our original recovery from the low. But DGB has not made it even close to this high. And it traveled between here and here high. Between here and here, it just decreased, became a lot smaller. So either we will continue a pump, like, we had a small pump, recovery, and then more pump again. Like even here, pump, recovery, 2 days, and then pump again. So right now we have a pump, recovery, try pump and recovery again, or we are at the top. And this is the top, and it's as high as it's going to go. Most likely, that's what it looks like. So definitely, guys, be careful. Be careful. No matter where I go, we do have market makers putting it down. And again, we got a look kind of like a little spillover. It's trying to push back. And that's all coins are doing the same thing. So all I can say is market makers are sitting on the charts and they're watching the charts and they're not going to let you guys slip be, beside them without them allowing you to do so. So I have seen days where market makers just let us run and do whatever we want, but definitely not today. They are definitely working today and definitely will be doing something. Plus, it's a weekend. Yep, Saturday. Plus, it's a weekend. So, what happened in the last couple days? So, Friday we had a pump. We were going sideways throughout the whole week. That pump happened. That's okay. That's August 6th. Today is August 7th. So literally from so all day yesterday we were pumping, and today if the market makers would not be involved, like they allowed us to roam around the last couple of weekends, um, which actually was 2 or 3 weekends in a row, the market makers allowed us just to do what we wanted. If they would allow us to do the same thing this weekend, based on the Friday was a good push day towards the top, the weekend would be a very nice push to the top. But now with market makers deciding, and actually this, which date they decided not to work and work the weekend, because that's also indicator, because they cannot work 7 days a week. If they kept the whole, that was the 6th, the 5th, or this. Let me go to the daily chart. Sorry, guys. Daily charts can say more than sometimes the 4 hour charts. Today's the 7th. That's the 7th, the 6th, the 5th, the 4th, the 3rd. Third was Tuesday, and that's Monday. I don't think market makers will actually go. They've been involved literally in almost every day. They've been involved in Thursday. They've been involved in Friday. It's Friday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday been involved heavily. See, Monday. What is that? Third and second is the 2 days that I can see that they have not been. Monday, Tuesday have not been involved as heavily. So yeah, there's a possibility they decided to keep us in check during this weekend. So we might not actually be running easily. Otherwise, we probably market makers would not be controlling us today and tomorrow. We probably would hit 50,000 because there wasn't much of a control on Friday. And usually, if the Friday there's much control, the weekend people have how to say less fear to actually put money into crypto by that time. So, but they're controlling every single coin, and that's what makes me believe that bit that market makers are definitely working today full time, and every single possible hands is on deck because to control. And I just have here about 30 coins on the list, and their control. If I have 30 coins, there's over 2,000 coins out there, and they're probably controlling the top coins of all trading platforms. I'm talking about the ones that most people trade coins, which means, um, and you see from Doge, you see their involvement. To sushi, you see their involvement on a pump as well as on pullback. Not as heavy on sushi as we can see on some other coin, but we still had that pullback. On See, people actually started pulling back when they started noticing on other coins that they're pulled back. Uh, Sushi, look at that big pullback. So it can go, between major coins like BNB, pullback. Bitcoin, we already seen it. ADA, seen it. From most popular coins, XRP, a pullback. All the way down to coins like Sushi and SHIB. And we see the pattern everywhere is about the same, which says store J. What does store J do? Yep, same thing. To that means all hands on deck on this weekend, or at least on Saturday. This today. We'll see if that continues tomorrow. And on a 1 minute chart, looks like we started possibly a W because spillover was didn't lasted long, and then turning into another pattern. So definitely watch what will happen here, because either this can continue to spill over, which usually I don't see something like this and then turn into a spillover. Usually spillover goes straight down and then turns into something, then straight down. But here was too short of a spillover. So this most likely is trying to build itself into an W and then pull itself back up. Good luck, guys. Be safe, be smart, and be wise with your money. Listen to your inner you, to your heart, to your soul, or your gut feeling, and be blessed.